magerila aqeqeshiwe amakomanisi aqeqeshiwe amagerila aqeqeshiwe amakomanisi iyodwa isocialism iyodwa isocialism aqeqeshiwe amagerila aqeqeshiwe amakomanisi aqeqeshiwe amagerila aqeqeshiwe amakomanisi iyodwa isocialism iyodwa isocialism aqeqeshiwe amagerila aqeqeshiwe amakomanisi aqeqeshiwe amagerila aqeqeshiwe amakomanisi iyodwa isocialism iyodwa isocialism sisalinde i-election uHarry Gwala wase-Midlands 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 amandla viva ANC viva African National Congress viva Kwazulu-Natal province viva Kwazulu-Natal province viva leadership of the African National Congress, led by the Treasurer General of the African National Congress, Comrade Paul Mashatile, members of the National Executive Committee that are with us today, leadership of the province of KwaZulu-Natal, the Provincial Executive Committee that is outgoing, led by Kuzeni and Comrade Mdumiseni Ntuli. The leadership of the Alliance, leadership of the South African Communist Party that is with us, the leadership, what's going on there? The leadership of COSATU that is here, Amakosi that are with us, in the guests of the African, what's going on? What's going on?
Amandla, Comrade Mamzuma. Sicela uzela o simlethele i-mic, Comrade. Comrade, indlela ebesesiyenze ngayo ukuthi umuntu okhulumayo ubeza kwi-mic, siyacela Comrade Mamzuma do so.
Ngiyabingelela ku leadership nationally, ngibingelele kusihlalo la ku leadership province yonke. Igama lami nguMel Sathandiwe Zuma, usihlalo wase Ward 78 eMlazi. So bengicela mina sihlalo ngoba njengamanje kune report ekade ithulwa uNobhala. Bengilindele ukuthi udaba lase 78 lokukhishwa kwe-candidate yayikhethwa yi-ANC, yakhethwa umphakathi, i-province yathi ikhiphile, yafakela yona umuntu engekho ku-process.
Amandla.
Bengithi-ke sihlalo.
Comrade Mamzuma, awume kancane. Lolu daba lolu uMamzuma alubekayo lungaxoxeka ngoba uma nje kuqeda uComrade uNotawe sizongena kuma report. Uma nje kuqeda uComrade uMamnotawe sizobuyela kwi-closed session mase singena kuma report. Lungaxoxeka kahle lapho ke ma siyabonga.
Ngiyabonga sihlalo.
Thank you. Lolu daba
Thank you so much. Bengisabingelela ke the leadership of the ANC Women's League and the ANC Youth League that is with us, and the leadership of the Veterans League, the MK that is with us, and the delegates in this conference, which are the most important people right now. Comrades, njengokuba senivile igama lami nginguNotawe Mafu. I am the chair of the Electoral Commission. Now, according to the Rule 12 of the Constitution of the African National Congress, the National Executive Committee has got a responsibility over the structures of the African National Congress, including the provincial structures. But if you go down to the Constitution and you go to Rule 17, Rule 17 then explains the process of the provincial conference. And in particular, if you go to Rule 17.2.2.8, it explains how the leadership of the province will be elected, it tells explicitly that that will be done through a secret ballot. But if you go to 17.3.3 of that constitution and of that clause, it explains the composition of the provincial executive committee that you are going to elect. We are quoting these clauses, comrades, so that delegates that are at this conference have got an opportunity of understanding and internalizing the processes of the African National Congress. Because the belief that we have is that conferences, amongst its work, besides just electing leadership, it is a political school. We want to make sure that delegates that are here go out better than those that are not here. Now, as per the processes of the African National Congress, members of the National Executive Committee that will constitute the Electoral Commission is myself, as I have explained, Comrade David Masondo, Comrade Mildred Oliphant, Comrade Besani, and Comrade Dakota. Comrade Dakota will also be dealing with the media in between. Now, regions are supposed to give us names of people that are going to be observers and be part of the Electoral Commission. So far, only 3 regions have submitted names. I'm not sure if the other regions really trust us that much that they don't want to have observers during this process. Only Harry Gwala, Moses Mabida, that has given us names. So we want and we request that regions must submit those names as a matter of agency, because when we are done with this process now, we will then be meeting in a meeting to brief the Electoral Commission. So please, comrades, submit those names. Now, the African National Congress, when they deal with the process of elections, they appoint an agency. And in this instance, an elections agency has been appointed. Can they come through so that they can be seen? Friends, they are led by Comrade Ncedisa Mthenjwa. Can you please come through? Stand wherever that you can be seen. The election is here, and amongst their work, they have started the work of consolidating the nominations that came from the regions. We did that, and the regions did send us people to observe. Mainly those people that were observing when we were consolidating, they were regional secretaries. We agreed then that they will send us permanent people that will come. You know that what then happened, that this part of the elections, we will elect 5 officials of the African National Congress in this province: the chairperson, the deputy chair, the provincial secretary, the deputy secretary, and the treasurer. The process is going to be like this. The election will then come in and give us a consolidated report of those that might have met the threshold of the nomination from the branches. Once that has been done, we then will open the floor for the nominations from the floor, which will be guided by yourselves as the leadership and the delegates from the regions. Comrades that are part of the elections, Comrade Pesani, Comrade David, Comrade Mildred, maybe you could stand just to make sure that comrades have the ability to see you, so that we are not talking. Where's Comrade Dakota? Oh, Comrade Dakota. Okay. Now, what we will do, we will then get into a position, allow the election to announce those that might have qualified, and then open to conference to tell us if they still want to have no on that particular position. Elections, can you please come over? I hope the explanation is clear enough. Conference is happy with the explanation. Thank you so much. Now, you see, I see those hands at the back. I'll note you just now. What we want to explain as well is that you will now remember that those that have qualified through the nomination from branches would have qualified, we're talking about the top 5 now, would have qualified using the 20% threshold, but those that are going to be nominated from the floor are going to need the 25% of the credentials that you had adopted last night or this morning. And you will remember the credentials that you had adopted this morning with the amendments were 1,608, if we add that comrade from that was not 412, that was not registered. If we add that comrade, because remember it was 1,607. So if we add that extra delegate, the credentials, the is 1,608. Siyakhumbula lonto ne? Siyavuma. Okay. Now, comrade, deputy, provincial deputy chair, fanele asinike ke ngokama credentials, the adopted ones, so that we hand them over to the elections team, because that's what we will work with. But at this point in time, I'm handing over to Ncedisa. Oh, sorry. There were 2 hands at the back. Sorry, Ncedisa. There were 2 hands at the back. I saw the boards. If I can give those comrades, they were right at the back. They lifted the boards, white boards. No. We can't. Yeah. I must explain that. Comrades, whilst I want to give the hands, we were discussing as the National Executive Committee, ordinarily, we are supposed to dissolve. Ordinarily, we are supposed to dissolve the Provincial Executive Committee now. Kodwa, listen to me. Kodwa, because your organizational report and your finance report has not been adopted yet. Siyavuma. And you have queries on those reports that they must still answer. And it. Now, ordinarily we would dissolve them, but we thought the best way, let's dissolve them when we come back with the results of the top 5. Not unless you are happy with the reports and you don't want questions. Okay. Okay. I am now officially dissolving.
Chair.
Kanifuna kanjani?
Chair. Ngikwi floor, Chair.
Where? Where's the hand? Where's the hand?
Chair, ngikwi floor.
Angiboni.
Chair.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
comrade, sorry.
Ngibingelele Chair. Igama lami nguRich Mawazwane from Nokuhamba Nyawo region, chosen sub-region Ward 4. Ngifuna silungise kancane nje inamba zakho zama-credential. Si-adopte ezithi voting delegate is 1,606. Bese kuba le delegate elilodwa belizo-add bezothi seyizothi 1,607. Okwesibili Chair, besicela ukuthi ama-voting delegate kucace ukuthi angakuphi abangavoti kucace ukuthi bangakuphi. Then bese sivala nomnyango mhlambe manje ukuthi khona nje umuntu olapha yana mhlambe okade eyibukelela njengama security nani ongadingi ukuthi bela bekwazi ukuphuma sivale nomnyango.
Siyabonga, comrade, we will do that when we get to the nomination process. Thank you so much for that. Yes, comrade. Comrades, can we listen to each other? Comrades, please. Yes.
Comrade Gibingalel, igama uMuzwa Ngamasuku from Ward 47.
No, comrades, you can't sing. Comrades, don't sing. We are in the process now. You can't sing. Yes, comrades.
Comrade, kumina ngithe uMuzwa Ngamasuku from Ward 47 eThekwini region. Ngibuka singayenzi justice ekuyidissolveni uyibuyisele ngala kuthina uthi sizoyidiscussa after i-top 5. Into esho njalo ifika entweni ethi la sinama-queries khona umbuza kanjani umuntu engasekho e-ofisini. Bekumele siqale siwadiscusse siquestione la kumele siquestione khona aphendule sase-ofisini la ihluleka khona ukusiphendula sibe clear ukuthi cha ilidi ihlulekile ukusiphendula kule, let us take it sihambe-ke sidlulele phambili kunokuthi silande umuntu ngapha sesithi akazophendula e-ofisini elingaselona elakhe.
Comrades, what we will do when this process is finished, this process of the nomination of top 5, Tina as the Electoral Commission, we will go to print the ballots. Whilst the ballots are being printed, you're discussing those reports, right? You're discussing those reports whilst you are printing the ballots. And then, by the time you go to break for lunch, we will be back here to tell you how you are going to vote. Does that help? Does that help? So what we will do now, we nominate, we close the top 5, we go and print the ballots. The chair of the session, even though the conference is dissolved, will continue with this discussion of the reports. We come back ready for the voting, and then when lunch is gonna break, we tell you which regions will be the first one to go and vote. Right?
For the steering committee, she is the chair, so the steering
Yes. Yes. Right? Iyavakala. The other reason which makes it easy Comrades, can I allow the process of the top 5 or you still have questions? Yes, comrades.
Asibonge Westland. Igama lami ngumjabuliseni wakaMungwe. Ngihlale Ward 47 eKeningdlovu zone. Ekumkhonto branch ibranch yami. Kufanele siwabheke lento foreign tendencies. Because you're starting to distort into ekufanele ngabe yenziwe. And we can't allow ukuthi sezinto wrong. You see, comrade, kuzobe sidlala ngawo ama-comrade ngoba wena ngekwazi ukuphendula into ebesoyibuza kuwona. And the layout is wrong. And we are suppressed ukuthi ke sithole information from the horse's mouth. And that's why it's wrong, comrade. And we can't allow that one. And it's
Please,
wrong.
what is your proposal? Allow the wrongs. I hear the wrong. What is the proposal?
My proposal, you're not supposed to first dissolve them before they are answering our questions as a Congress.
Yes, comrade.
No, thank you very much, Comrade Chair. Greetings, and my name is Comrade Mtutuzi Mhlongo from Riot Makomanis Mkwanazi branch, Musadalda region. Chair, as a matter of process, I think it would be wrong for conference to dissolve a PEC when the PEC has given us 2 reports, critical reports, particularly the financial report, without it being adopted. And therefore, Chair, to assist you, I want to suggest, at least if we are in a hurry to deal with the elections, that let conference before the PEC is dissolved, adopt the reports, but with a proviso that they will then be discussed later and questions raised at that stage. But it cannot be that they are dissolved without the reports being adopted. Thank you very much.
Siyabonga kakhulu. Okay, comrades, who is in support of that proposal? Who is in support of that proposal so that we can move with this process? Who is in support of that proposal? Anybody who is in support of that proposal must go to the mic. Go to the mic, go to the mic. Yes, comrades.
Thank you, Comrade Chair. My name is Simon April from Ward 18 in Potchefstroom branch, Tolomane Mnyaiza region. I hereby support that proposal that we adopt the reports and then dissolve the PEC and continue, and then we will discuss them thereafter.
Thank you very much. Are we all in agreement? Thank you so much. Can I get a mover of the adoption of the organizational report first? Can I get a mover? Can I get a mover for the adoption of the organizational report and the finance report? Can I get a mover?
Greeting. Anganoma ngiyazwakala in Congress.
Chairperson. Chair.
Somebody is talking here. Can I allow the person on the floor to speak? Please. Yes, comrade. I gave you the platform.
Yes, comrade. Greeting to all the leadership and protocol observe. My name is Tembalihle, Section 10, Rotnil Tool. From Tolomane Mnyaiza, I moved the adoption just because it seems as if we are in a hurry to elect the top 5. Yeah. Noting that the discussion will be after the adoption.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I thank you.
Nyayiza is moving for the adoption of the 2 reports pending the discussion thereafter. Who supports that motion? Who
Chairperson.
supports that motion? Please, comrade. Can I first get a supporter? I'll come to you.
Yes.
Can I get a supporter of that motion?
Gizo support.
Okay, comrade, yes.
Igama unothangwa kamaphumulo from Ikizenga region. Those of you who don't know where the Kizenga is, it is strategically located between the 2 ports. I move or I second Ukomredi from Itolomane region. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The 2 reports have been adopted. Is there somebody who's got a problem with that? Yes, comrade. I can't see you there. I see the bottle. Come to the mic. Come to the mic. Come to the mic with your, yes. Yes, is to do so.
Mandla,
Yeah.
now, with your indulgence, comrade, I'm Situtuzo Mdluli from Inkosi Pambata region. Now, I would want to bring the entire house into order. That procedurally, what ought to be taking place is that you discuss the report, go through the errors, if there will have been errors identified, discuss them, then move for their adoption, having indulged on the content thereof. And therefore, we cannot be discussing something that is wrong. Now, it will be wrong for us to discuss things that we will have not raised errors on, and therefore discuss the content, because you conclude the reports by adopting it after having discussed the content thereof. Thank you.
Thank you.
I will take 3 more hands and then I'll make a decision.
Thank you, Comrade Chairperson. My name is Simpiwe Mncube from eThekwini region. Chairperson, we are in a provincial conference of the ANC. We are not in a tavern here. Comrade Chairperson, we have adopted a program. These delegates adopted the program. So now, what we are trying to do now, we are trying to suppress the adoption of the program because we are rushing what we are rushing. I don't know what we are rushing for, or we are still continuing with the foreign tendencies of killing this liberation movement. I therefore, Chairperson, support the last speaker to say, let's follow the processes of the African National Congress to dissolve the PEC. Singara debate ama report sase siyawa adopter. It's totally wrong organizational unless umasifika nenye into entsha. Kungakho ke Chairperson ANC yethu is in Titus as we speak. Because sithi umasifika la sithunywe ithunywa sijahe into yesikhathi sijahe into yokuthi ngizokhetha ubani osenhlizweni yami sizofika lapho. But currently njengamanje allow the PC to go back there la kade behleli khona and debate naba PC members, because there is lot that we want to debate in a political report, in a secretary's report, and a financial report. Then we adopt. After we adopt, then usungaba dissolve ke siyabonga.
Yes, ma'am.
Amanda,
Yes, ma'am.
Amanda. Hayi ababiza amandla. 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 Viva ANC, viva.
Viva.
Viva Kosatu, viva. Viva ANC Veterans League, viva.
Viva, Mama.
Viva ANC Youth League, viva. Amandla. Viva SACP, viva. Comrades, give veteran, yo mama Joyisa, no mama Utanda ngu Hazel. Ngine concern njenge veteran. Sekukaningi sikubuka kwenzeka njengama veterans sikhonela ukukhuza la sibona khona. But angiqale ngokusho ukuthi ma comrades siyanithanda. Nonke. Sinithanda nonke ma comrades asive sinithanda. Amandla. Sicela idiscipline ma comrades. Sifundisiwe ukuthi mangabe leader ikhuluma.
Mama, khuluma nami. Jonga kum, yeah.
My leader ikhuluma noma ngabe usihlalo webranch. Awukwazi ukuthi ngesikhathi ekhuluma wena umngene emlonyeni. Siyama veterans siyakhathazeka ma comrades. Siyakhathazeka. Sizibona sengathi asi-exist ey'ngqondweni zabantu, sifana nabantu abanga-exist. Sicela ngidiscipline, noma ngabe thina sikho, nina nodwa nihloniphane. Okokuqala ma-comrade. Okwesibili, sicela ukuthi emva kwama-elections, asazi ukuthi ubani ozo-emerge. But emva kwama-elections, sicela sonke njengoba sila sikhumbule into esibuya kuyona, sikhumbule uNovember. Sibuye sonke sihlangane. Kungabi ukuthi manje ke asisezwani ngoba naku image lona aka image. Sizwaneni sonke ma comrade. Amandla.
Umama assist.
Comrades. I am not. Comrades. Whoa. I am going to allow you to speak, but let me explain first. Let me explain first. You comrades, you are a conference of 1,607 delegates. And the process of voting, even for the top 5, might take about 3 to 4 hours, right? And the counting on its own might take another hours. You still need to vote for the additional members. We might have taken a wrong decision, but the problem that we are having is also trying to look at the practicality of how the conference must be able to conclude with its work. Because what we would have thought is that whilst we are dealing with the process of the top 5, you then continue discussing the reports. But it looks like conference wants us to go back to discussing the reports and stop the issue of nomination. As national leadership, we don't have any issues with that. If conference wants the elections to take place tonight, we are fine. But we thought we were coming to give a practical solution so that the conference can be able to run concurrently. I hope comrades will appreciate that. We did not want a situation where the conference by tomorrow in the afternoon, we have not concluded with the work of the conference. But we also understand that at the end of the day, the delegates are the ones that must take the final decision. This is your conference, not ours. I'm going to allow the TG to come and speak.
Comrade Chair.
Amandla,
Awethu
comrades, ngicela nje ukuthi sithi kuyibamba kancane ke sixoxe nje ukuthi siphi. Okokuqala ama comrades, we adopted the program The program said you will have the organizational report, the treasurer's report, the nomination, the discussions. Now, siya emumva naphambili ngento eyodwa. I-PEC must account iphendule kuma issues organizational report. Kodwa ngeke sikwazi ukwenza lokho la kwi-open session. Le process yamanje is meant for nominations. Ngesikhathi qedwe nomination, i-PEC ibuye okwesikhashana ku discuss report. Then i-PEC ibuyele emumva after adoption. Now ileyo process comrade besivume sonke. Besivume sonke manje besicela comrades ukuthi simane siqhubeke nayo injalo.
Sure.
Now comrade Sizo, if you have a comment.
Comrade Chair, thank you very much. I am Sizopila Mkhize from Ward 6, Nkandla sub-region, Musadladla region. Ngiyacabanga sihlalo ukuthi usuvele wasenzela izinto zabalula. Because we don't want it to look like we're running away from discussions. We must be able to discuss organizational matters that were presented in the organizational report. We must be able to discuss the treasurer's report. But let us allow, because this is a conference of delegates, Comrade Chair. And delegates have, ourselves as delegates, we've agreed that we are adopting both the treasurer's report and the organizational report pending discussions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Siyabonga. Comrades, I think we're all together. For now, the PEC have gone down for participating in the nomination. They will come back and account all of us in the PEC and account further. Asivale le session, sidedele i-electoral commission ukuthi qhubekeke nomsebenzi. Siyabonga.
Lidalile ngamba. Amandla. Ukwenzela uba ndingayimoshi, manibize i-election ize ngaphambili izonika i-report of the consolidation. Angisafuna ukukhuluma manje. Angikhulumi nix.
Enkosi sihlalo leader commission. Angibingelele comrades kuwo wonke umuntu okhona ngokuyihlalo zabo ngokulingana. Ngithi sanibonani, molweni, dumelang, good afternoon. Igama uncedisa ukaMthenjwa, I am leading the elections agency team. Comrades, I'm going to give you two reports. Firstly, it will be a report of what we received when we opened the nomination boxes. The second report would be the outcomes of those nominations. Then we'll then move to establish the acceptance of those people that have been nominated from the branches. Thereafter, move to invite further nominations from the floor for each position, starting with that of the provincial chairperson. Comrades, the total number of nominations we received in the province are 738. Sasebenza ngo 698. Sabeka ecaleni abawu 40 due to ama reruns and the disqualifications. Comrades, as per your guidelines, you are saying for a nomination to qualify from the branches, it needs to be nominated by 20% of branches in the province. Now, branches in the province are verified branches which are 770. So your threshold is based on that 770. For officials position, we need 20%, and for AMA additionals with PEC, we need 10%. 20% would then be 154 branches to qualify a nominee or a candidate from the branch nomination process. Then U77 is the minimum that is required to qualify a nomination for somebody ofuna ukustanda as a PEC additional member. For floor nomination, comrades, we are saying you have adopted AMA credentials and you are 1,607 voting delegates present at this plenary hall. As per your rules or per your constitution, you know that for a name to qualify from the floor, it needs to be supported by 25%, which is 402 hands. For a name to qualify from the floor, it will need a support of 402 hands. Comrades, I am now moving to my second report, which is now the outcomes of the nominations for the officials. The top 5. Comrades, for the position of provincial chairperson, from a pool of names that were submitted, only 2 names met the minimum threshold. Only 2 names met the minimum threshold, and they are in alphabetical order by their surnames and not in any particular order, comrades. Comrade Sboniso Duma and Comrade Sihle Zikalala. Deputy Chair. Deputy Chair. Also from a pool of names submitted, but only 1 name met the minimum threshold in this position, and that is the name of Comrade Kwazulu-Natal. Provincial Secretary. Provincial Secretary. 2 names made it for this position, and that is Comrade Bheki Mtolo and Comrade Mdumiseni Ntuli. Deputy Provincial Secretary. Deputy Provincial Secretary. From a pool of names submitted, 1 name met the minimum threshold, and that is the name of Comrade Sipho Hlomuka. Provincial Treasurer. Provincial Treasurer. Only 1 name met the minimum threshold, and that is the name of Comrade Zandile Gumede. Now, provincial chairperson candidates, I am told, comrades, I am told that you were advised to use the mic in between the row here to declare your statuses. Provincial chairperson candidates. Provincial chairperson candidates is Comrade Sboniso Duma in the House, and does he accept nomination?
Thank you so much. Election, Sboniso Armstrong Duma. Yeah, accept.
Thank you, sir. Is Comrade Sihle Zikalala in the house, and does he accept nomination?
Thanks, Comrade Chair. I'm Sihle. I do accept the nomination. Thank you.
Thank you, comrades. Can we move, comrades? Provincial Deputy Chair. Provincial Deputy Chair candidate. Comrade Kwazulu-Natal, are you in the house and do you accept nomination for this position?
Thank you, Chair. My name is Mshengu. I accept the nomination.
Thank you so much, sir. Provincial Secretary candidates. Provincial Secretary candidates. Provincial Secretary candidates, Comrade Begim Dolo, are you in the house and do you accept nomination for this position?
No, thanks, Chair. My name is Begim Tolo from Joslovo branch in Herikwala region. I do accept nomination.
Thank you, sir. Comrade Mdumiseni Ntuli. Comrade Mdumiseni Ntuli, do you accept a nomination for this position, sir?
Thanks a lot, Comrade Chair. My name is Mdumiseni Ntuli from Ward 1 eThekwini region. I stand to accept the nomination.
Thank you, sir. Provincial Deputy Secretary. Provincial Deputy Secretary candidate. Comrade Sipho Hlomuka. Do you accept nomination, sir?
Thank you, Chair. I'm Sipho Hlomuka from Ward 16, Josiah Kumete. I accept the nomination.
Siyabonga, sir. And for the last position, and that is the Provincial Treasurer. Is Comrade Zandile Kumete in the house and does she accept nomination? Yes, sir.
No, thank you, Chair. Comrade Zandile Komete, as a disciplined member of the ANC, is abided by the highest decision that was made by the NEC, that if you are step aside, you're not going to stand for nomination. So Zandile is not available. Thank you.
Comrades, as we prepare, comrades, comrades, as we prepare to take further nominations from the floor, are there non-voting delegates present here? And are they clearly demarcated somewhere?
Comrades, sizocela ukuba here must only be voting delegates to make it easy for the people that are going to count when you nominate. We want to check, are those voting delegates? All of you there. Are you voting delegates there? Are those voting delegates that are standing there? Because we want to understand so that the counting is clear. Are those comrades there voting delegates? If you are a voting delegate standing there, can you come inside so that we allow those that are sitting can be counted? Nobody standing, that is a voting delegate. Can we do that? Otherwise, you're gonna miss counting you. Can you find a seat inside or where there are voting delegates to make it easy for the counting? Please, comrades. Comrade, everybody there is non-voting, and its leadership. Everybody there is non-voting. Thank you so much.
Comrades, at this point in time, allow me to invite further nominations for the position of the provincial chairperson. Tolomani Miyayiza region, do you wish to make a further nomination for this position? Tolomani Miyayiza, do you wish to make a further nomination for the provincial chair? No. Noguhamba Nyawo region, do you wish to make further nominations for this position of the provincial chair? No. Mzala Nxumalo, do you wish to make further nomination for the position of provincial chair? Mzala Nxumalo, is it a hand that wishes to make a nomination? No. Musa Dada. Musa Dada, is there a hand that wishes to make a further nomination for this position? Moses Mabida, is there a hand that wishes to make a further nomination for the position of provincial chair? Mbuso Gupega, further nominations? Josiah Gumede, further nominations? Inkosi Pambata, further nominations? Harry Gwala, further nominations for this position? General Gizenga Mpanza, further nominations for this position? A nomination? Yes, sir, you can come to the front.
Thank you, Comrade Chairperson. My name is Comrade Sipesihle Zulu from Israel Masego branch, General Kizenga region. I'm a regional secretary of General Kizenga region. I'm not standing to nominate, but I'm standing to correct the procedure of the conference. We are in a single conference of Kwazulu-Natal, and we are seeking to achieve single results of the conference. We are not seeking to become a federal conference. So I think it is wrong procedurally to call region by region, because this is a conference of branches, which means that when you call for nomination, you should call for nomination. If there is no further nomination, there is no further nomination. Calling us region by regions, I think we are degenerating this conference into regionalism. Thank you very much.
Point taken, sir. But I am trying to manage the process. Ngokwendlela, let me, because kubanzima ngesinye isikhathi. Comrades, angibuyele, are there further nominations for the position of provincial chair? Is it a hand wishing to nominate? Yes, sir.
Thanks, Chair. My name is Tulan Kamete from Ward 94, Kotom Konya Zone, eThekwini region. I nominate the name of Comrade Nomusa Dube for chairperson.
The name of Comrade Nomusa Dube is raised from the floor. Is she available for this position?
Thank you to the election. Nomisa Dube Ngcubo accept nomination.
Okay, comrades, in an orderly manner, I am now inviting, comrades, I am now inviting the 25% seconders for the name of Nomusa Dube Ngcubo. 25% seconders, comrades. Comrades, sicela u25% osekhonda igama lika Make Nomusa Dube Ngcubo. Elections Agency, we are now counting. Comrades, orderly, please. Orderly, please, comrades. agency, have we all reported? Elections agency, have we all reported? Comrades, the name of Comrade Nomusa Dube will not appear on the ballot paper. Further nominations, comrades, for the position of provincial chair.
On the point of order, Comrade, election there, I am seeing new things, the way you conduct the process. Firstly, my name is Zamo Ngumalo. I am from Herikwala. I'm the regional chairperson there. From General Puman Passport Pungula branch and General Puman Passport sub-region. On the nomination process, normally on the chair, 2 candidates qualified. You ask for further nomination. You're done with it. You go to deputy chair, you do the same thing up until you reach the end. But that did not happen. Now again, there was a nomination of my leader, Comrade Nomusa Dube. By one hand, there was no second before you ask for a 25%. Please let us be procedural, and I'm appealing to my NEC leaders there who are part of election to please help you to conduct this process properly. Because we will not know what is going to happen on the counting if glaring mistakes like this are happening in the plenary. That's my point, Comrade.
Comrade Noktawa, can I come in before you respond? Can I come in before you respond, Comrade Noktawa? Unhlanhla kaNkosi lo usela nobhala waseJosa Gumede region. Umuntu akeze ukudileya Comrade Noktawa. Kodwa besizocela ukuthi unobhala waseThekwini ngathi ngawaqoqa ama delegates, especially that are from eThekwini region, because they seems to be sitting with us. We know that we're coming from a region that is located there in the mountains. People would like to be with us, but unfortunately, they're causing chaos to our delegates during this process. So can you request that Ethekwini take that cadre from that side of Joseph and live in peace? Thank you very much.
Comrades, siyabonga kakhulu. I just want to asithuleni kaloku maqabane, asithuleni, so that all of us, we are on the same page on this process. We just want, as the National Executive Committee, we understood the process to mean that Noktawe Mafu has been nominated. A 25% for the seconder of the name means people that support that name must raise their hands. That's what we understood. But if conference, because remember, this is your conference. If conference wants us to say Noktawe Mafu has been nominated, who is seconding, then raise your hands for the 25%. We will do so because this is your conference. But our understanding was that when the 25% hands were being called to support the name, that automatically is the secondment. Iyavakala maqabane. Iyavakala ma comrade. Okay. Kodwa ukuba ngaba nifuna ngokuba siqale sifuna umuntu wokusekonda and then sibize 25%, we can also do that because we want you to be happy in this process.
Chairperson. Chair. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Chair. Igama lami nguSifiso wakamkhize. I'm from Ward 13, eThekwini region. Chair, the problem esinayo la kwi-conference is that the process in which how the election is going to be conducted was not outlined. That is why now we are faced with this situation. The election should have outlined the process and tell us that this is what is going to happen, this is how it's going to happen. So now we are fixing everything as we move along. So therefore, Chair, I submit that we take your response as a guide to the conference, that a name should be nominated and seconded through the 25%. Actually, there is no need for another person to second a name. So we'll allow you, Chair, on that one for the sake of time. Thanks.
Thank you very much, comrades. We're not going to discuss this, comrades. We want the process to move.
Chair.
Andukunikanga bama uthethe.
Nginika-ke Chair ngiyacela.
Ndukunike ngoku.
Yes.
Khuluma ke baba.
Igama lami nguRishi Wazwane nokuhamba nyawo region. Chair uqala sivumelene bengithi sivumelene ukuthi abantu abahlali ama-delegate kubona nje mapha ama-delegate bapha bangavoti. Wacela ukuthi ama-comrade amile ngale awabuye angama-voting delegate awabuye ngapha indawo zokuhlala. But i-process iqalile kunabantu abamile and khona ngisho abangafanga ngisho ama-name tag as-understand ukuthi kwenzakalani. Sicela ukuthi before kuqhubeka akucace ukuthi kwenzakalani nama-comrade amile laphaya.
Siyabonga baba. I-security ke mayisincedise ngoku ukukhangela abo bane non-voting delegates so that they don't sit with the voting delegates as the process moves. Can we agree on that? Can I hand over then the process to continue? Thank you very much, conference.
Comrades, I am now moving. I was at a point where I was requesting further nominations for the position of the provincial chairperson. There's a hand here.
Greetings to the conference. Comrade, my name is Celo Mieni from Vusi Mchali branch in eThekwini region. I would like to propose a closure.
Comrades, ukhona yini umuntu osafisa ukunominata? That can be seen by, it's seconded, we are closing. Do you want to nominate chairperson? Yes, go.
Greetings to you all comrades. Igama lami nguThabani Ntshangase from Nokuhamba Nyawo region. Big 5 Hlabisa sub-region, Ward 11 branch. I nominate igama lika Sandile Zungu as a chairperson of the ANC.
Comrades, until nibe quiet, asizokwazi ukubiza i-25% support of the name. Because asiyazi bakwenzeka ntoni ngoku sicela kaloku nisinike imbeko yokuba sigqibele process. And you must also remember, as long as there's a hand, we will keep on pointing those hands because we don't want to be seen as if we are closing everybody outside. Siyacela ke ngoku ukuthi nisilalele sithi xwaka iqhubekeke i-election nomsebenzi wayo.
Is Comrade Sandile Zungu in the house, and does he accept nomination, comrades?
Comrades, hayi. Akakho niziphethe kakuhle since yesterday. Andazi ngokuba nifuna ukwenzani. Siyabona ingathi kukho umuntu qhanye ngokasazi. That's why ndiza la sizomnika ithuba loba azothetha. Imani kaloku nilinde ukwenzela i-election iqhubekeke nomsebenzi wayo.
Hey, uyayivumela. Comrade Chairperson,
We asked a question, sir.
Comrade Chair, my name is Sandile Zungu, otherwise in Zomtitinopu. And Kamawe Ward 81, Emlazi, eThekwini region. I duly decline nomination.
Comrades, in closing. Comrades, in closing, we have two names for this position. In closing, comrades, we have 2 names for this position. Their names will appear on the ballot paper in alphabetical order by their surnames. Deputy Chair. Provincial Deputy Chairperson, are there further nominations for this position? Kuno Sisila? Yes, ma'am.
Angibonge sihlalo. Igama lami
I
uComrade
recognize
Ntokozo from Zalani
Usisi
Nxumalo
Uneskipa.
region.
Hello.
I nominate uComrade
hello.
Nomagugu Simelane for deputy
Sorry,
chairperson.
sir. You are not recognized. I pointed at a lady obehleli la.
Inkinga hlala sibone njengama-camera ngapha.
Hlala phansi comrades, sipointe umuntu wangapha uzawunikwa ithuba lakho. Please.
Sanibonani, igama lami ufuthi Maluleka, eThekwini region wa 35. Ngicela ukuphamisa igama lika Nomagugu Simelane for deputy chair.
Comrade Nomagugu Simelane. Comrade Nomagugu Simelane, are you available for the deputy chairperson position?
Thank you, Comrade Chair. Igama lami nguNomagugu wakwaSimelane from Ophuzane branch eDumbe sub-region Mzala Nxumalo. I accept.
Comrades, sizawucela abantu abane-known voting tags babhekele phaa kude babukele from far away kwenzela uba kuvote ngoku aba bane-voting tags. Kuzawugoku into eza kwenzeka xa kubizwa u-25% ngabantu abane-voting tags ekufuneka bephakamise ii-tags zabo. Iyavakala. Thank you so much.
Comrades, allow me. Oh.
National Congress. Now, you have made your statement. Kodwa, we need a number, right? Ngoku nizawuhlala phansi ningami ngenyawo niphakamise ii-tags kuzobalwa.
The name of Comrade Nomagugu Smelane has met the minimum threshold. It will appear. Comrades, bakhona safuna ukubaphakamisa for the position ka Deputy Chair. Esisafisa ukubaphakamisa. Igama. Okay, comrades, from where I am standing, sinamagama u2. Sinamagama u2. Comrade Kwazulu-Natal no comrade Nomagugu Smelane bazovela kanjalo nasemaphepheni amakhulu. Provincial Secretary, we had 2 nominations. Are there further nominations for this position? Comrades, lang mekona angboni any hand that wishes to make a further nomination. Therefore, nominations are closed for this position. 2 candidates. They will also appear in alphabetical order by their surnames on the ballot paper. Deputy Secretary. Deputy Secretary, further nominations? Ma'am?
Thank you, Chairperson. My name is Nomnoto Lembede from the African National Congress Youth League. I nominate the name of Comrade Nontembeko Boys. Yabong.
Is Comrade Nontembeko Boys in the house, and does she accept nomination?
Igama lam ndinguNontembeko Nothemba Boys wakwaMasinenge Ward 3 Reinkonyeni in the Tolomane Mnyayiza region. I do accept.
She has accepted. Uyavuma. Can we now have the 25% supporters for the name of Non-Tembeko Boys. Orderly so, comrades, sisheshe siqede. Orderly so, hlalani phansi. The name of Comrade Non-Tembeko Boys will appear on the ballot paper. For the provincial treasurer, I want to move to the back. Somebody with, is it? I can't see clearly, but you are here at the front, sir. No kuhamba nyawo region, yes.
Thank you very much. My name is Sponelo Njogweni, Nokuhamba Nyawo region, umhlabi alengana sub region, Ward 13. Ngiphakamela ukunominate igama lika Comrade uJomo Sibiya as provincial treasurer.
Comrade Jomo Sibiya, are you in the house and do you accept the nomination as a provincial treasurer? Still, Comrade Jomo Sibiya to declare to the house.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. My name is Jomo Sibiya from Ward 3, Engutu sub-region, Inkosi Pambata region. I do accept the nomination. Thank you.
Siyabonga. At this point in time, orderly, so can we sit down? Can we sit down and invite the 25% seconders for the name of Jomo Sibiya?
Comrades, don't sing, don't sing, don't sing. Comrades, don't sing, don't sing, don't sing, comrades, please. Do not sing because you are going to confuse the people that are counting. Do not sing until we finish this process.
The name of Comrade Jomo Sibia will appear on the ballot paper. Are there further nominations? Mfuna umuntu ngale at the back, a white t-shirt. Yes, 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 you say.
Sibingelele igama untando wakakhoza Josiah Gumede region, only communist president of the ANC. Alfred Duma, sub-region 122, Eddie Smith. I nominate the name of the people's doctor, Dr. Ntuthuko Mahlaba.
Comrades, the name of Dr. Ntuthuko Mahlaba is raised. Why need confuse? The name of Comrade Ntuthuko Mahlaba is raised. Is he here? Does he accept nomination?
And Chairperson, igama
The name of Dr. Ntutuko Mahlaba will appear on the ballot paper. Bakhona sisafisa ukubaphakamisa for the provincial treasurer position. Comrades, from where I am standing, ingati asikho isandla esisafuna ukuphakamisa igama. It's official. All 5 positions have 2 candidates. We will be voting for umuntu oyedwa per position. I-voting hall is a hall 1. Nizolandwa from plenary ukuyovota. Mawuzovota sicela uphathe i-tag yakho elisho ukuthi uyi-voting delegate. Sicela uphathe an additional form of identification, ID, smart card, driver's license or a passport. A voting station asilusebenzisi ucingo. We are not going to allow usage of our cell phones wethu voting stations. Sizoqala sicela ama-regions awu-2 at a time so that sizame ukupusha as much as possible. But Madam Chair we Commission will then advise on the order of regions to come. Sicela ke nama observers to join us as we leave to hall 1. Sicela ke i-credentials report as well as the voters' rolls from Usekela Nobhala Ophumayo. Thank you, comrades. Okay, kuthiwa angiphinde amagama ama-candidates per position. Amagama ku-provincial chairperson amagama amabili. Ucomrade uSiboniso Duma noComrade uSihle Zikalala. For u-deputy chairperson amagama amabili. Ucomrade uKwazi Mshengu noComrade Nomagugu Simelane. For the position ka-provincial secretary amagama amabili. Ucomrade Bheki Mtolo noComrade Mdumiseni Ntuli. For uSekela Nobhala amagama amabili. Comrade Sipho Hlomuka noComrade Nontembeko Boys. For Umgcini Mafa amagama amabili uComrade Jomo Sibiya noComrade Ntutuko Mahlaba. So these are the 10 candidates, but we'll be voting for 5 only, comrades. Ngiyabonga.
Comrades, siyabonga kakhulu ngokuba nisiphathe kakuhle. Now we're going to be leaving Tina to go and prepare the ballot papers. We will call regions. We will try and mix the regions, a big one and a small one, because we will call 2 regions at a time. Now, we're going to hand over now to the chairperson of the conference to continue with the process. Thank you very much.
Amandla, comrades, can we request that